don't want to talk no NAACP, Operation Push, and no other group. We talking to opportunity. Don't sit under your Mason pastors, Eastern Stars, sorority fraternity members. We know y'all, you've been in the schools. We know you've been working behind the scenes to get what you want at the expense of your members and the rest of us.
That's right.
It's a new day in Chicago. Yes, and Mayor, you better listen to us. You can either listen to us here, or you're going to listen to us when we come on your block. Because we're coming there next. And when we get there, it won't be just this group. It's going to be an even bigger group. And we're asking everybody from all over the city, no matter what community you're from.
Everybody.
Everybody.
All hands on deck.
America
all
first
hands
is the
on
call.
deck.
America first is the call. America first is the call.
That's right.
And with that, we want to thank everybody for coming out today. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm with the West Humboldt Park Community Coalition News Network. I have a couple of questions. You mentioned you're thinking about inviting the Republican Party to come and talk to you.
Yes.
So, do you feel that the Democratic policies that has been implemented in the black community for the last 15 years has caused the black exodus? And also, how can we preserve the black community from these policies? So
the short answer is yes. The Democratic policy, you would say to yourself, for 75 years, I'm just going to say 70 plus years because I don't know the actual number, but I know it's been over 70 years the Democrats have been in power. Yeah. Within that time, we've had over 200,000 people leaving this city. 200,000 black people leaving this city. There's no other answer but yes. With schools closing, people unemployed. Unemployment is higher than the depression in this city. The numbers that they tell you in terms of unemployment, those are numbers based on people who are looking for jobs. But they're a bunch of people who just got tired of even filling out applications. And they're not even counted as unemployed. They don't even go to the unemployment office because they just tapped out. You see what I'm saying?
Don't have a
but here's a group that walked into this city that didn't even have to fill out an application. And it's being given jobs.
Can't even speak
vehicles. Can't speak.
Training.
Exactly.
They're willing to train.
They're training these people. Let me say, because the document, because we go back to the document, right? The document explicitly says that, hey, Jim.
That one right there that went to the border.
That went to the border and said he looked into the eyes. He looked into the eyes of the people at the immigrant. But did you look into the eyes of people on 63rd Street?
There we go. There we go.
Did you look into the eyes of people on 63rd Street? Hold fast. So look. Let me say this part, right? Because she just brought up an important part about the training. About the training, y'all. About the training. Come on, we're not gonna get sidetracked, you know what I'm saying? So now look, how do you tell us in a document centered around a group of people that walked into this country that you're gonna train and attract immigrants to fill 100,000 positions? You're gonna train and attract immigrants to fill 100,000 positions of our tax dollar? No, we're not gonna stand. We're gonna stand idly by. Those days are done and over. Any other questions? Because we've been here.
Yeah, another question. Can you state your name, the organization that you're with, and also the question is, Mayor Johnson continuously compared the black flight in the 1930s and 40s during the lynching to the immigration that's going on now. How do you feel?
No comparison. No comparison.
First of all, we were citizens of this country. Let's deal with that fact.
Come back up here.
First of all, it's different because number one, we are citizens of this country. Number two, we were brought here against our will. Not to mention the fact that most of the white wealth that has been accumulated in this country was accumulated because of our ancestors who were enslaved. It's not the same. Their plight is not the same as ours. Their fight is not the same as ours. You can't compare them to us. And I will not allow you to do that. I know that that's a tough point for people who are for the migrants, but it ain't the same. Their plight ain't our plight. Their fight isn't our fight. Their rights are not our rights. It's a big difference. No, you can't compare us.
With that, thank y'all for coming out.
One
Okay?
more question.
Okay.
The mayor said he's funding a reparations study. What do you think about
I'm
that?
glad you asked that question. And that was one of the things that this morning when I woke up, I wanted to make sure was addressed. So I'm glad you asked that question. We don't need a damn study or commission. There was no study or commission put in place when you taking care of these illegal immigrants. Don't tell us about no damn study or no commission that you only gave $500,000 to, first of all, while you giving $1 billion to illegal immigrants. And so to those that are participating in that, hey, do you. But we're not participating in this, in such action. And it literally pisses me off to this point for him to think that he's going to take $500,000 out of a $17 billion budget. Out of a $17 billion budget, you're going to put $500,000 to the side for a damn study for reparations? There was no damn study for no reparations or commission put in place for illegal immigrants. And so we stand by executive order, no different than an executive order was given, or the Office of New Americans was put in place by executive order. We are demanding the same process when it comes to the Office of Black Americans, the Office of Freedmen, the contract with Black Chicago. You're going to use executive order for us, no different than the mayor previous to you, before you went along with his plan. We demand the same exact thing, plain and simple.
I want to add something
One
to
more
that
question here.
reparations question.
You guys brought up reparations. Right now, we did a survey, and it came out that blacks are losing their home due to taxes. Is it possible that the black community can benefit from the immigration being here if the black create a proposal where they house the immigrants in their houses, but they get their property tax waived for 100 years, for 200 years, so blacks can create generational wealth and equity in the community? Again, I'll say this. We're asking in the proposal to the mayor, can the blacks that own homes occupy the immigrants in their homes, get paid the market rate, get their property tax waived, and also have the same, become a subcontractor to the shelter, so they won't have to go through the eviction process like the shelters are.
So short answer is no. Here's the solution to the question. Send them back, take the same money, and give it to those who own those homes. Give those dollars to those who own those homes. Take the same monies that you put in that overall plan. In this case, he just openly said $150 million from him, $150 million from Preckwinkle, and another $150 million from the governor. Now that's just part of the various budgets. So we say take those resources and put them into Americans. We don't need to rent to them. We have family members that are homeless already. We have people in this city that are homeless in our communities, in every community that are homeless already. And so the short answer is no, and to take those resources and put them back into Americans. That's what this is about.
Let me say
Do you think we can have Mr. Hall, Alderman Hall, can I ask you 3 questions? Can you step up? Ask you 3 questions?
Now, y'all, we don't need 1,000 people talking.
Mr. Hall, I'm sorry, Alderman Hall. I have 3 questions for you.
First of all, what's up, Mark?
What's going on? But let me ask you a question. Before you ask him a question, I want to ask him a question. Now, I heard you say that you looked into the eyes of the people at the border.
Now, well, let's pause. Before you even answer that, this is the 3rd time.
Okay.
This didn't start when I got elected. Let's start with that.
Okay.
So we going all the way back.
Whenever it started. It don't
Let's
matter.
go. Sure.
So, if you can look into the eyes of the illegal immigrants that are at the border waiting to come to America, because they are illegal, they broke the law. They're not migrants.
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
They're not asylum seekers. These are illegal immigrants that walk into this country.
I'm gonna let you get that out because I ain't true. But go ahead.
Well, I mean,
I'm going off facts.
So the thing is, if you as a black elected official can see into the eyes of poor women and children on the border. Question is, have you went on 63rd Street and looked into the eyes of the poor women and children? Let me say this last thing.
Let me answer that.
Go ahead.
Because you just asked that. I came back on Friday.
Okay.
And on Sunday, I was talking to a mother whose 12-year-old got shot and killed.
Okay.
Not only did I hold that family, that family didn't pay for a dollar. Matter of fact, he was there.
Okay.
I ain't no either or, brother. And you know that work. Matter of fact, me and you behind my barbershop.
Okay.
So we got years together. This
Okay.
work didn't start and I didn't flip and switch just because I got elected. This is in my DNA. So when I talk about the border, yes, abandoned kids at that border. So you want me to say what?
Well, I want
Make
you
it make sense.
Well, I'm so
more
well,
heart,
we
now,
want you.
now,
Y'all
now,
not
more
fast.
heart,
Y'all
now,
not
you,
fast.
now,
What
out
we
of all
want-
people,
what we
you
want-
wait, pause.
what-
Out of all people, you know that my heart has
I
been
got you.
in the
Y'all be
hood.
cool, man.
Your
Y'all
heart
please,
has
man. Let's
been
have
in the
one.
hood from
Okay.
day one. So it's a both ends.
So
not either or.
here's
Go
the
ahead.
thing. Here's the
And
thing.
you know the work.
Okay.
So you know that.
So here's the thing. 18,000 children are going to school from homeless shelters.
Homeless, 19.
The majority
For sure.
are black children. And so if we're going to look into the eyes, or if you, because I don't look into the eyes of them, I'm not concerned with what's happening with them, to be honest with you. We're not concerned because we're in a state of emergency. So we don't have the luxury to be concerned or looking into the eyes. So with 18,000 majority black children are going to school from homeless shelters, out of cars, other people's couches, sleeping on other people's couches. We say to you as a black elected official, as a black alderman, a city councilman of this city of Chicago, because this is happening all over the country, that we say to all black elected officials that just as you look in their eyes, look into the eyes of these children,
same
look
thing-
into the eyes of these
that's
parents.
So that's the same thing I held accountable on education committee with CPS. Matter of fact, they're already $400 million short for next year.
So what kind of initiatives?
So let me finish. So when we talk about where's ours, I've been fighting for that before I got elected and held CPS accountable for the exact same thing that you said.
Now, that's just one
Now,
budget.
hold on, let me
That's just
finish.
one budget.
So hold on.
You
let me
just
finish.
passed a $17
You asked-
billion
hold on,
budget,
You
right?
asked about kids in school, and I fought from day one to make sure that black kids that were already going to school didn't get nothing snatched just because kids are showing up.
Okay, cool.
Matter of fact, I've been on tour in almost every school in my ward. Matter of fact, all 14 of them about to get resources for kids in their school.
Now, that's one budget. That's one budget.
So again, to that point you just made, ain't nobody snatching, nor am I allowing that to be snatched from any kid in my ward.
Okay, so this
So
is a
yeah.
citywide issue,
Okay.
and we're speaking of the city council, which you just one of the aldermen.
But he asked me
city.
first, hold on, pause that. What's your thing? I'm coming back to you, I ain't going
You
to
can stand back there? I'm with the West Humboldt Park Community Coalition Network News. I got 3 questions, just yes or no. The questions are, do you support Illinois continue as a sanctuary or welcome the city?
I think you need to talk to
It's just yes or no.
You said what?
Do you support Illinois continue as a sanctuary or welcome the city? Yes or no?
Yeah, like, and whosoever will should come.
That's
For
a yes?
sure.
Okay. Number 2.
So you
will
support it even though the people
Wait,
like
let me
this-
finish the question. Number 2, will you vote yes to an ordinance to end Illinois sanctuary as a sanctuary or welcome the city?
You said Illinois?
Oh, no, Chicago. Do you support yes to an ordinance to end Chicago sanctuary status?
You can't take away city status if the state already
Okay,
got it.
I'm gonna go back to Illinois. Do you vote yes to an ordinance to end Illinois status as a sanctuary or welcome the state?
What? Welcome the state?
Yeah, is that yes or no?
Let the state should welcome whosoever will.
Is that a yes or no, sir?
I support whosoever will coming to Chicago.
Is that a yes or no?
I support whosoever will coming to
So
Chicago.
that's a yes then.
I support whosoever will
Okay,
come
number
to Chicago.
number 3. Are you in agreement with Illinois taking care of financially, medically, refugees, illegal immigrants, and asylum seekers? Are you in agreement with Illinois taking care of financially, medically, refugees, asylum seekers, and illegal immigrants?
So am I in agreement of somebody getting some health care?
Are you in agreement with
Anybody that's hurt should get help.
Is that a yes or no, sir?
Anybody that's hurt should get help.
Okay, thank you.
So here's an overall. Now here's an overall question, because I just heard the answers that you just gave when it comes to illegal immigrants. Now, can we get your support for an office of Black Americans? Since they have an office of New Americans, do you support an office of Black Americans
So
that gives the same
first of all-
resources
First of all, let's start with this. Do I support an office? First of all, I don't even know what it is. So let me read it. That's A. B. Let's talk about. Let's talk.
I'll tell you.
First of all, just because I don't know don't mean I won't know. This is my first time. So this is my first time getting it. I'm not less of a black man because I didn't know prior to him giving me a sheet. Stop, sis. Don't be.
Everybody hold fast for 1 minute.
Let's not be.
So let me tell you what it is. I'll tell you
Thank
what it
you.
is.
This is my first time hearing you.
Okay. So the Office of New Americans is basically a comprehensive plan that was put in place by Rahm Emanuel and then supported by Mayor Lightfoot, and now supported even more with more resources by the sitting Mayor Johnson. And so the question is, because you emphatically made it clear that you support this these resources for illegal immigrants, you support health care. No. We're gonna stay right here.
Let's pause.
Right here.
Mark, let's stop all this.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna ask you a question. Mark, we a family.
I got you.
Let's start with that.
I got you.
You don't even know the depths of me and this man's relationship. You only thing you see is what you see here. So Mark, me and you, man to man. A, when you talk about you saying illegal, it's an open border from.
Forget them. It goes to the question.
Let me tell you, because it's important that you get educated.
Okay.
So since you want to talk about the border, number one, the border is open because of the President of the United States.
I'm very clear that.
That's A.
We're
so
clear
if you cross that
We
border,
are clear
if you cross that border and you say you're seeking asylum because of your country's conditions, that's legal. That's not illegal. The second thing is when they go into that big old white tent that I was in, they are coming out of that tent, coming to Chicago to go to court.
But asylum for what
They are seeking asylum for whatever
purpose?
conditions.
No.
Again, the law says
asylum seekers seek refuge because of war or threats on their lives.
Somebody crosses a border and they say they're seeking
That's not asylum
asylum.
seeking.
Again,
That's illegal
that
immigrants.
is their legal
That's
right.
illegal immigration.
That's not illegal.
Okay, but
if
let's
the border
get back.
was closed and
Let's
they
get back
crossed
to
the
the
border.
black.
Hold on, if the border was closed and they crossed, that's illegal. But if somebody crosses the border, matter of fact, do your research.
got you.
You can, matter of fact, make an appointment at the border.
why
so
they
that
do
you
that
can
for
I got you. Stop, bro.
Why they do that for
Let's go back. Let's go back to the question. Let's go back to the question.
He ain't trying to
Hey,
help.
can we go back to the question?
Exactly.
Let's go back to the question. Hey, y'all. Get y'all sitting there.
What I'm upset about.
Get y'all sitting there for a minute. So I want to ask this question
I just last
because
one, go back to the border.
it can be the last question. It's fine. Do you equally support an office for black Americans?
Once me and you sit down and I read about it and I find about
We
it.
didn't have to sit down for you to just say
I'll
you
tell you
support
this.
the
What I'll
illegal
tell you
immigrants.
this. What I support is making sure black people get put on.
No.
And one
That's
thing,
not what
one
we
thing.
asked.
No, I'm
When
telling
the
you
question
what
we just posed your
I'm
question
telling
to
you what
you
I'm saying
about
is
illegal immigration,
Mark, let
you
me
made
say
it
something.
clear that.
Mark, I'm
matter
not
of fact,
about to sit up
whoever shall
Mark.
come. What was his response? Whoever shall come.
Whosoever will.
Whosoever will. Right. So now, do you support an office of black Americans for descendants of slavery?
You said what?
Do you support an office for those who are
I
descendants
mean,
of slavery?
we just put up $500,000 to make sure we.
We don't want to study. We don't want a commission.
When I
We're not
read-
interested
hold on,
in
so
a
this is what we're gonna do.
commission nor study.
Hold on, Mark. When me and you sit down and you explain this,
Okay.
then I'll make an answer.
So
So
be it.
hold on,
All
let's
right.
shake on
All right.
this. Put all your cameras right here.
No problem.
Me
We
and
all
Mark
gonna sit
Carter
down.
gonna sit down. Let's do it at Soul Veg.
No problem. No problem.
Salty of those asylum seekers. So this is why I say, black people, we need to think about our support of the Democratic Party. This is why I say that our Democratic elected officials have no problem with putting us on the back burner. This is why I say that it is time out in this city for black people to support Democrats, because Democrats clearly aren't going to support us. Period.com. So as I stated earlier, if you are independent, if you are a Green Party candidate, and if you are a Republican, blacks in Chicago and in the state of Illinois are looking for new representation. Come see about our people. Because clearly, the Democrats don't give a damn.
What organization are you with?
I'm not with an organization. I am a concerned black citizen in the city of Chicago. And I don't have to be a part of an organization to have a voice and to fight for my people. So stop asking me, am I a part of an organization?
Who can candidates get in touch with if they want to get in touch with to join the party?
My name is Carter Truss. Look a sister up.